So for someone in your position, how do you see, what do you see on the horizon as the future of data and analytics, specifically in healthcare?
I would say for us, and I think across healthcare, it's really the expansion of artificial intelligence, machine learning. There's been a lot of hype within lots of different industries there, and healthcare has, I think, lagged behind a number of the other industries out there. But there is, I think, a lot of opportunity within that space. We've got a small team focused in that area, and it's been some challenges and successes and failures as we learn along the way, because it's not easy, as I think most people out there know, to get through the challenges, whether it's the just data cleansing and having a good data set or enough volume of data to actually do what you want from an algorithm, figuring out the right algorithms. And I think ultimately where I think is where the true value is figuring out how to embed it into workflows. So if we got all these great insights, that might be interesting, but until you can get it to the person that needs it at the time they need it, you're not really maximizing on that value. So our team's working on several different areas where I think we've got good insights, and now they're hitting some of the challenge of how do they get it in front of the right people at the right time to take advantage of it fully.
Great. So on the note of AI and ML, I mean, how have you seen public cloud play in the role with data and analytics? Do you see that being a game changer? Ultimately, do you see public cloud being kind of main component of a modern analytics platform? And then more notably, like your guys' personal experience with public cloud.
Yeah, I would say I definitely see it as a core component of what we're doing. We have not, up to this point, taken advantage of public cloud. We've done everything on-prem, but we do have plans to start moving some of our AI compute to the public cloud to take advantage of that. So since we're still, I think, early in our AI journey, we haven't fully taken advantage of it, but it is on our roadmap to start to explore and deploy into that space. And from a whole industry, overall, we still have more prem than we do in the cloud. So we've been a slower mover into the cloud, and a lot of it is just we're opportunistic about cost and value. And if it's more expensive or I get less service levels, then it's a tougher choice to move it out there, and it's more hype than real value in my opinion.
Yeah, and I would say that's probably in alignment with what we see industry wide. So, in regards to what your personal experience with data analytics and kind of what you've seen in the past, so I'd say 18 to 24 months. What's one thing you would have known 2 years ago as it pertains to data and analytics?
Let's see. I think the biggest lesson I have, looking back 2 years, is really just on our internal capabilities and underestimating them, which I mentioned before. We probably would have done things differently. We would have structured things a little bit differently on how we rolled it out to all of the different groups. And it really would have prepared us better. If we would have known that and planned for that 2 years ago versus a year and a half ago, as we went through the pandemic, our lives would have been easier, because as we were moving very fast to develop things, the organization wasn't necessarily ready to accept them. And so that added to the challenge of, not just development, but trying to work with people on how to understand how to use them, and also how to help them articulate what their needs are to our team. As they're trying to figure out what they need, they didn't completely understand what they could get. And so by them not having that full picture, you had a little bit more back and forth between the groups to get to the ultimate goal. Whereas if we would have accelerated some of that learning and understanding and appreciation of the tools and capabilities, the whole process as we were going through the crazy time of the early pandemic, it would definitely been easier. But we made it through, and we'll hopefully don't have to deal with that, but we're certainly better prepared for the other new things that come our way down.
That's great. That's great to hear. So Jim, I appreciate you joining today. I appreciate your candor and sharing kind of your thoughts. I think this is a great conversation. And I also want to thank our viewers for watching.